Pretty much everyone watches sports. Whether it be Little League, collegiate, or professional, everyone has seen a ball game once or twice. The NCAA, or the National Collegiate Athletic Association, is an association that regulates college sports all over the nation. The NCAA has a strict rule against athletes profiting from their likeness or name on any merchandise or sponsorships of any type. However, the NCAA might have had a change of heart as we dive deeper inside the NCAA. Recently, California has passed a law scheduled to go into effect in 2023. This law is allowing collegiate athletes to now receive profits from their name and likeness. Schools in California have already made the change, and Michigan might not be too far behind. We got into contact with Oakland University's athletic director, Mr. Stephen Waterfield, and he tells us more.
So Michigan has proposed legislation that, similar to the California and other states, I think Florida has one on the docket, that would allow student athletes at the collegiate level to benefit in some ways off name, image, and likeness. And so I'm going to be on a call with one of the members of Oakland University's General Counsel's office to learn more about that. We also got an email from Mark Emmert, president of the NCAA, to talk about what he's done at the congressional level.
On the phone conversation, which included representatives from most of Michigan's public universities, the Michigan House Bill 5217 was addressed. This bill explains that college athletes cannot get paid for their name, image, or likeness. The controversy behind this involves having uniform laws passed across the country. We spoke to NCAA athlete Hunter Chambers to get his insight on this situation.
So, going off the big names and college athletes, how California passed that bill that some athletes may be paid, so that might drag more kids to go to USC or UCLA so they can get that page. So the 5 stars, I was saying, the Zion Williamsons, the RJ Barretts, the Tuas, the Trevor Lawrence, those are the big names that everybody knows, and Heisman candidates, and some kids want money, some kids need to support their family, some 5 stars, that's all they got is that sport.
As this bill travels through Congress, we spoke to high school and NCAA administration to get their input on their concerns.
Graduation rates for student athletes at some colleges is already not so great, and so I wonder, is that going to drive graduation rates down? I do think about, too, that student athletes are already compensated some student athletes in the form of scholarships, which can be worth tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on the educational institution. It is in the best interest of student athletes to graduate from college. We've all heard stories about people that go pro before they graduate or drop out of school, and then they're left without a degree and without the salary of a professional athlete.
What I don't want to see happen is if the name, image, likeness rules lead to recruiting advantages or is used as part of the recruiting process so that certain schools are able to use the new rules to encourage folks to come for reasons other than the athletic academic opportunities that exist. Then you'll start to have an even more uneven playing field.
If everything goes as planned, this law will go into effect in 2023. But will this law ruin the fun for athletes by making it more competitive?
I don't think college athletes should be paid. With our scholarships and the gear and just playing the sport, I think a lot of athletes just want to play the sport and do it in college and enjoy playing for the 4 or 5 years that they do. I would say there's perks of let's say big names like 5 stars that go play at Alabama or play at Duke basketball. There's a shot that they should be paid, but just regular day-to-day athletes, I think their scholarship, a lot of kids are just happy with their scholarship, and I think that's all they really need.
Maybe athletes should get paid, maybe they shouldn't. We spoke to some high school athletes and journalists to find out more information.
Yes, because college sports raise a lot of money, and those athletes are pretty much the main advertising for those sports, so I feel like they should get a percentage of the pay.
I lean toward yes, because my feeling is that if you're going to profit off of someone's name, image, and likeness, then the person whose name, image, and likeness is going to be used should get a cut of that profit.
All else said, this is going to be a long process for Congress to figure out, but we'll update you with information as it becomes available. As for now, for WDVC, I'm Callie Neese.